They ask me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life.
We got episode 305 Coach Class Pod. Continue rating, and subscribing. We appreciate the engagement last week, man. Good, bad, and ugly, man. I saw it. I saw it. And
y'all going in some of them comments. So one of them, I didn't even look.
I looked this morning.
To look.
I looked this morning.
I'm scared to look. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be upfront with y'all. I'm very scared to look at them joints. But
and full transparency, we still think Caitlin Clark is nice, man. Come on, we ain't never say she wasn't.
Never
nice.
said she wasn't nice.
But
salute to y'all, man. Keep going.
Oh no, wait a minute. Was they saying we were saying she wasn't nice?
Mike looked at it. I didn't look at it.
The caption. We get them to get the click. And then they don't really get to listen to what we said. It was getting seething.
We got him.
Oh, I'm so shocked that they were saying that. I didn't even see him, but I'm so shocked.
Yeah, because I was copping pleas for the whole time. I just said, if they put a body on her and she can't dribble that, honestly, it's going to be a problem.
It's not. She's not the GOAT. She's a great player. She's not the GOAT. It just is what it is.
If she come in the WNBA and play,
she got to win a chip.
She
got to win a chip.
No, she's still up there. If she can translate her game to the WNBA and really be frying the same way,
she's just not the GOAT. That's all. I
just feel like if she paired with the right person at the right time and she's that elite, they gonna fry for a long time.
Your allegiance more is recency bias though.
Yeah, it is.
You weren't really
bias.
watching women's basketball. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Maya Moore was different. Like y'all, you didn't see that. Go look at some Maya Moore highlights.
I apologize too for not doing my research. I am a fair weather fan.
That happens a lot. A lot of people do that, and Caitlin is crazy. But like you said, you cannot put the GOAT status on her.
20 years ago,
we've seen some great basketball.
Sidebar with Diana Taurasi, I remember when they had the Sports Illustrated kids.
Yeah.
But I had a card of her back then, yo.
You probably would get some cheese off that now. Maybe.
Nah, that was the perforated foldable joint. Them joints was nasty. You know the cards they used to give you in the Sports Illustrated for kids? You had to fold the page up and then rip them up. Sometimes you'll tear a good card.
Yeah,
it'd be a fire Michael Johnson running, and you be like, yo, no.
In the card sleeve, you just gotta put it in there.
You
regardless.
ripped off the bottom by mistake.
Yeah, you gotta put it in regardless, yo.
They should have thought that out better, cause kids gonna rip it, yo. Valid. But we definitely gotta say RIP to OJ Simpson. I wanted to say that on the pod, regardless of the allegations and everything like that. That's a major loss for the sports world.
It was a number of people that passed recently.
Yeah,
like in the entertainment industry, Mr. C.
The
other producer that passed yesterday.
Yeah,
it's so many. You feel like I can't even remember.
It's sad, man.
Like
my boy,
just because one of them things.
Yeah,
honestly, it's sad to say, but rest in peace to all of them, of course. But it happens so much, you can't even keep that in your mind.
Yeah, and a couple of them
keep
were
it moving.
A few of them was OJ. I mean, he got to a certain age where it's okay. To a certain degree, but a few of them was sub 60 years old.
It's tough. That's scary.
Sheesh.
That's scary to think of.
Yeah, that's sad, man. So, sad.
Salute to them and their families and all of the legacies that they left behind for sure.
Yeah, and I don't want to waste no time on this, yo.
Hold on before you get into
that.
I did want to give a salute to my goddaughter on her Sweet 16 party.
I
had a phenomenal time last night. I just wanted to bring this up real quick. It's not going to be a whole bunch of details.
Shout out Kenny and Barbara, man.
The last minute pivot by Barbara and her team that put the party together, that was incredible. Y'all put together a good party. I know y'all was feeling stressed out in the beginning, but I never seen nothing like that. I was 16 before. I ain't had no Sweet 16 like that. That was nuts, man. Salute to her and everybody that showed love to her on her Sweet 16. Just wanted to put that out there.
No, y'all fits was icy too. Shout out you and Aaron.
She had I'll give you a little bit of the details. She had a masquerade sneaker ball, yo. I was like, oh no, I gotta pull it out.
Sneaker ball is crazy.
I look like a principal, yo, in a nice district, yo. with the Vans on.
I was the principal
I ain't have no tie
County
on.
I left the high school.
You know how a principal will let the tie down sometimes? He might just unbutton, but he still got the coat on. That's how I was looking out there. I had the green Vans with my lady. She had the green Vans, nice green dress that she picked out. So we killed that, but we was a little overdressed than everybody else. Nigga, why y'all don't be sticking with the themes, yo? It's a theme party, yo. Stick with the theme, bro.
At least try, though.
Damn. The rule is you rather be overdressed than underdressed.
Yeah, always.
We was in there. I mean, it wasn't too over. It was a lot of people in there that did have the theme going. I'm not going to say that like that. But it was a few. I was like, damn, man.
Yeah.
Especially the youth. They don't care. They coming in with the hoodies and sweats.
Just a poo shiesty on, yo.
No shiesties allowed.
A beater
in
and
this
a poo
one.
shiesty.
We had no
Shiesty in a
shiesties.
blazer is crazy.
Yo,
You know what?
One gonna be looking like 4 bats
Yo, that's hilarious.
with a blazer and a ski mask on.
Yo, he got another one that I like a little bit. That freestyle that I showed you last week. That was
Is
pretty
it
awesome.
AI? But that's another story.
Too early for your nails. Too honey for your nails. You better find at 8 p.m.
He gonna
That joint me by me.
At some point we gonna be like, all right, what's going on, yo? we get a full song or
No
something.
vocal
Like,
range. They
it's
just put
all
it in
chants.
that one.
That's why I feel like it's something going on. Everything
They're
is a
not trying to
chant,
get
yo. It's
too,
tripping me out,
You're
yo.
not trying to get too complex with it, yo. Keep it surface.
It's so catchy because it's easy to catch on to a chant. That's all he doing is some kind of level of chanting,
It's like
yo.
they remember remember when they tried to roll out the AI
Yeah,
Tekashi looking
that was
joint?
nasty. That was
we,
a nasty
We,
move.
we wasn't buying it. It was crazy, yo. But now they like, all right, we learned from that. Let's do it a little subtle way.
Hell yeah.
Let's slide. Yeah, I mean, let's just do it in a sneaky fashion, yo.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, yo, everybody talking all this now, yo. In about 10 years, yo, people
gonna be
gonna be
crazy.
looking for that AI track, yo.
Yeah.
I'm keeping
Yeah.
it real. Cause I heard a couple of them. I was like,
Because it's going to be perfect.
man,
Because,
yo.
like, even if, like, let's say you are a rapper and he's writing these songs, or a singer or whatever, and you writing these songs, you probably sang it, and then AI can just recreate it and just put it in a perfect tone.
Nah, they're not even doing that. They probably just type it.
Yeah.
AI is so in depth right now where you
Yeah,
can
it's
type
crazy.
a premise and say, make this song.
Yeah, yo.
And now you got a song,
It's
yo,
gonna-
written
it's gonna
out.
Take from everything that they've heard, other artists, boom, 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 and package it together. This is what the streets like, and it's gonna make it sound like
You
every
win
other
this time
hit,
by
right?
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Yo, that joint hard. Yo, AI hard,
text in my
though.
DM.
AI hard, yo.
No,
I'm with the AI
there's an
moves, yo.
algorithm to making hits.
You right. They're going to be looking for it.
We should have knew that AI was going to get crazy when they kept making SpongeBob rap all the songs, yo, like a year ago. I was
And
like, yo,
Patrick
this
was
is going to
singing
get
like
weird,
Luther
yo.
Vandross,
Patrick,
yo.
yeah, yo. Patrick was smoking some tracks, yo.
They was working out the kinks then, yo. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
that
what I'm
was.
saying,
So they
yo.
played it off as a joke.
what
That was
saying.
working out
That's
the kinks. See how we,
live
could do
in the
this.
future, bro.
Nah, it's crazy. It's going down.
Yo,
So
since
you-
we-
oh my bad, real quick, before I get you going there, you know how Milli Vanilli got
We
busted?
might as well stay in the music vein
How
because there's a
Milli
lot to
Vanilli
talk
got
about.
busted for like lip singing and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
lip syncing. What's gonna happen is somebody gonna find out one of their favorite artists, yo, hasn't been writing
Been
any
AI
of this
for the
stuff.
last 5 years.
Literally,
You
they're
ain't
gonna
know.
have their voice, yo.
They got
I'm telling
slam
you, I wouldn't be
hands.
surprised if it's happening now.
It's definitely happening now.
Come
They
on,
are
yo.
using it as fillers at least.
Yes.
That's the bare minimum, yo. Some people are using that when you can't think of a word. What would happen to you? You rap. So
Yeah.
I know there's sometimes where it's just like, damn, I can't really think of nothing right here. Imagine being able to put it in like, yo, I got a premise right here, and they give you 40,000
Yeah.
words that you can use right there.
That show you rappers are lazy because you can Google. You can literally Google.
It's
yo,
essentially
like-
the same, but it's way quicker.
joint's
I've
way
said a lot of
faster.
words I don't know.
The AI
What
is
they mean
reading
until
from
afterward.
Google or
Yeah.
other sources and different,
Yeah.
and it's pulling
It'll
all
be
that
putting
information
sentences
in.
together, all type of stuff.
Oh my God,
You ever use
bro.
ChatGPT?
I've
That's
seen,
a whole
everybody
reason.
do their resumes
Listen,
and stuff on there.
I'll put it on the pod now because I'm done with it. But that's the whole reason I went back to school. Like
The
I had to
ChatGPT
get that,
saved
yo.
the
Like
people.
now I have to get an understanding of this because this is taking over, yo.
Yeah. No, it's crazy now.
Gotta get with it or get lost.
Yeah.
You're gonna get left behind, yo. If you don't get with the times, if you're in my field, you better get with it. Because a lot of my jobs, it's a list in my field of work. I was in that top 10 of categories that could be gone in the next 10 to 15 years, nigga, for that.
Nah,
I was
yeah.
like, no, I'm gonna figure this out then. No, I can't have that.
That's crazy.
Can't
But
have
it's
that,
real.
bro. But no, that's real. That's real talk.
Yeah.
Again, salute to my my goddaughter as well with the shiesty. I just wanted to bring it back to that. I think somebody did because it was a fat beanie on. I think they rolled.
Oh,
him
he
up
rolled up the
and made it into a
shiesty.
fat beanie. So I think.
I
it
wonder
was-
what the
and it was
size of the
orange.
beanie
It was
smelled like,
fire.
yo.
I'm not gonna hold you. That joint look kind of cool. Like,
Oh,
rolled
yeah?
up. I see the flavor.
Them, I know kids ain't cleaning them right, yo.
They not.
They gotta stink, yo.
Yeah, they probably are.
Cause you remember your Under Armour would stink if you wore it a long time
It'd be-
playing football. So
It'd be
it's like,
intriguing to see if you see an influx of pimples within our
oh
community.
yeah, dermatologist about to come up.
Yeah, let your face
A little
be,
tirade, but we
Yeah.
can go into music like you said.
Yeah, and before we get into music, it was a funny joke I saw, bro, on the internet. I don't know who posted it, but I thought I'd bring it up to y'all, yo. They said The feds raided P. Diddy's basement and found 7 gallons of Cambodian breast milk, yo. That's mad funny, bro.
They've been going in with the jokes.
That's mad funny.
You know what was? It was dark, but the jokes was going crazy.
Oh no, I didn't.
on O.J.
The
Simpson's
crazy
day.
jokes. Yeah, they was wild.
I
Yeah.
already expected that. They was going crazy in his comments when he was alive.
Yeah, true.
Like,
Yeah,
so,
But he was just, you know what? I ain't
people
gonna
had
talk
him
about it.
prepared.
It is what it is. Salute to y'all for giving him a platform at the end there, man. That was good. He needed that.
yeah.
It seems it's like he was of age where, if you pass at that age, it's not like should be shocking. But what made it seem a little sudden is, of course, we don't know what happens, but that happens with a lot of people. What's going on behind closed doors? It's the fact that we have been seeing him more recently than we had probably in our lifetime.
In our lifetime.
In our lifetime, yeah, because he would pop up on some shows back in the day. Then he did that stretch, but in our lifetime, it's like we were seeing him literally every week at one point. So and it looked like he was having a great time, and everybody was.
He was hilarious on it.
Yeah,
Is what it is.
he was
That's
saying
where I
some
found
wild
him
stuff
more.
on
I
it.
never really was following him like that to understand what he was doing. To be real with you, so when I seen him on his Is What It Is, it was hilarious. He was funny.
He was. And y'all might as well lead with this because let's just say things escalated quickly. Y'all brought it up you brought it up last week.
Yeah, so we do, of course, feeding off of the J. Cole disappointment in my heart as far as last week. We might as well stick into this music vein as things continue to, like you said, progress.
Escalation.
Just at a rapid rate. It happened pretty quickly yesterday. That's why I missed most of it.
There was a
But
lot that happened yesterday.
salute to Zay for
We're
letting
filming
us
on
know.
No, I tapped
on a
in.
Saturday.
So,
Saturday was crazy.
Do we want to go in chronological order or do we want to just go by impact joint?
Just
How we
going
doing
chronological so
All
we
right.
could talk about
So,
the escalation of the whole thing.
Boom. Future drop his joint, right? Wasn't he
Yeah.
first? And
Yes.
that's not really any diss, but he's got guys on there from Drake's camp on there. Did he throw disses on there? Because I didn't get through the whole project. I got through about half
some
of it.
subtle stuff. First of all, let me start by saying the album to me is hard. I always love singing R&B blues is Future, yo.
When we talked about Future,
You always talk him up on
what,
that lane.
3 episodes ago when we talked about it and you said you wasn't really into him, I
Yeah,
had
I'm
talked
still
about
not.
that one song that I told you was the one for me, the I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to. This is that's what I wanted. Like, I enjoyed most of it. I've only gotten through half, but a large majority of it I've joined so far. Like,
Production,
whoa.
crazy. He be doing.
What's my joint right now?
This
My
is what I'm
favorite
saying,
joint
like,
right now on there.
He a Mount Rushmore type dude at this point, yo. Like,
My favorite joint right now gotta be either between This Sunday or
Sunday is mad
Love
hard.
Bad Bees.
All right, I'm gonna listen to
Yo,
this.
Love
Sunday,
Bad it's fire, yo.
Love Bad.
Yo, that's hard, yo. And then he got an interlude on there that's crazy with the Genuine sample on it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No, bro,
Yo.
the flips on that project, yo, they was going crazy.
Yeah,
That's why the first
was wild.
one, I gotta listen to the first one again. We Don't Trust You.
I didn't get through that.
I just wasn't like, I don't know, it just wasn't hitting like that for me.
But that was rap
But when
side.
this
I think.
one came on.
Yeah. This was crazy. I like the
said, nah,
melodic. I
he's-
like melodic
he's
Future.
going
I
berserk.
realized that's where I stick more.
And then he had, because you didn't get all the way to the end, he has a rap portion that looked like
Yeah,
it's an
so it starts
extension.
from 1 to 7 or
Yeah,
something like
it's
that.
an extension of the
Haven't
other.
got there yet,
Seem
but
Like
I'ma
the
check it
first
out.
One. And on this joint, so, well, I'll get to the ASAP is on the end joint.
Yeah, I heard about
Throwing
that.
shots at the boy Drizzy.
They was
I
flaming him
like,
up
it's
online.
But what's the funniest joint to me was I was like, yo, what did Drake do, yo? Everybody don't like you. Why does nobody trust you, yo? This man, had the Weeknd spitting bars, yo.
I didn't know that. I gotta listen to that.
No,
I
the
gotta listen to the
Weeknd
Weekend bars. I didn't know he was spitting.
But I don't know everything.
And apparently the Weeknd was the person who leaked the diss track. There's a lot going on. I'm like, yo, everybody, dog?
Drake seems like a wealthy Dirty Mac. And I'm only basing that off of the content of his music. Like some of the stuff he says, it sounds so good, we don't realize it's egregious, but he seems
Nah,
like
it be
he
a
would
lot of
be
people
disrespectful in
catching
that
it, yo. Like,
vein.
if you follow the
he
timeline,
seemed like he would
yo.
be very disrespectful in that vein.
This is
Because I'm looking from the outside in, because I'm not like, but like some of the songs, I'm like, bro.
so they forming up.
Marvin's Room was when I first was like,
They forming up like Voltron.
What kind of
on my
guy are
man,
you,
yo. They
dog?
going crazy with the features.
Yeah,
and
I'm
everything.
interested to see just on some stuff to see if he goes #1 again.
It'd be intriguing.
Because
I liked it a
to
lot.
have 2 #1 albums in like less than a month. That's crazy.
Yo,
but
the Love
Beyonce came in
Bad
between that,
Bees
so I don't know how.
That's probably.
I'm gonna listen.
Her
I'm gonna
album
listen
goes-
as soon as we finish.
I'm not even a guy that like I ain't. I mean, I'm not Rico Suave out here just snapping them up like my man Future, but I can empathize with this song. Yo, I really enjoy this. It's a beautiful tune on that joint, and he's got a lot of them on there. And like you said, the production is wild.
Yeah, especially because I threw it on the whip. That's the first time I heard
Yeah, that's how you gotta listen to it. You can't listen to it any other way.
Because you can't feel the reverb.
You gotta listen to
unless
it.
you got a nice sound
with
system.
speakers.
I got a nice system.
Yeah,
in the crib.
if you got
But if
speakers
you
in the
don't got
crib
that like
or
that,
your car.
you gotta test it because it's heavy R&B. He got like the old school like 80s like type of stuff. A little
That
uptick
first
with,
joint,
like,
the
Ooh, I
first,
like
the
stuff
first
like
few
that.
joints is like that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I
The
like
first
stuff
three
like that.
joints, I think, honestly, it has that kind of
Yeah,
upbeat
as you
feel.
get through the whole project, like it really, the whole joint is good. I just be mad. I'm like, when a project sometimes is this good, when you have that many tracks, I'd be like, yo, you're gonna lose some of the tracks. Feel like because you want to start with one. Like this Sunday, I was playing that. Like
That's
I
what
listened
happened
it a few
to
times
me.
the first
That's
time.
why I couldn't get through the whole thing.
That's why
I
it's
ran
tough
into a
one.
loop.
That's why I'm like, damn. I wish he would have just toned it down like 16 maybe, because like the whole joint to me is hard.
That would have been fire.
Yeah, so but
16
some of the rap
max.
stuff at the end was cool. It was like 3 of them out of the 7. I was like, these are smokers.
Okay.
And the other ones are cool. It was just cool.
I'ma get to it.
Yeah,
I'ma definitely get to
It was so.
This was the
that's
one
a
you could
long
tell. This is why I
project.
was second. He was like, we getting the Kendrick joint off.
Yeah.
And that
Get the
that
streets
joint-
ringing.
Yeah, get the streets ringing, and then we gonna hit you with the bang. You feel me? So, but yeah, I just wanted to get that kind of.
Yeah.
Out the way.
And salute to Mark Phillips and the RDC World guys that made that little clip about Future and all them getting together after they heard what we about to talk about now, which would then be the Drake diss.
Yeah.
Where Drake came out and 50 push-ups from everybody. I need that from all y'all because y'all wilding, and I'm nice. And this is my warning shot to y'all. Like I'm kind of nice with this joint. Like he was. Who did he go at?
he went
He went
crazy.
at Metro.
Rick.
Future, did he go at Rick Ross? Yeah, Rick Ross,
Kendrick,
Kendrick.
Cole.
He went crazy.
I
though.
didn't
ain't
hear the
gonna lie.
Cole bar. I missed that.
Yeah, he went
The
crazy.
Weeknd.
He was like, I don't care how Cole feel. Like
I don't
this.
care how it was light.
Nice. I'm happy about that. I don't
Drake,
like
Drake
it.
definitely went crazy on that.
Yeah,
I
the
didn't
first
know about that.
portion.
And I'm
of
not
it-
like a Drake man, but y'all been having me in on the beef.
Gotta
so,
stay on
Kamal
this
sent
beef.
it to me first. Shout out Kamal.
Yeah, our cousin.
Because
He
he's
sends some of the
like
best
you. He's
stuff
a
on
J.
the
Cole
internet,
stan. So he said he was hurt about him copping the plea and everything
Yeah.
like you. Like
That
he
hurt
was
my
like,
heart, yo.
He told me to give his sympathy, yo.
Yeah, he
said
knew.
felt the
Thank
same
you.
way.
I'm happy.
He said he
People
felt the same-
identify
That's
with
how you know Cuzzo real, because he admitted that after the fact.
You
feel
can't
me?
do that as
Yeah.
just a rapper. It's not even a man thing. It's a rapper. It's a sport.
Bro,
this
that's
is a
what's gonna
competitive.
happen to you,
That's
yo.
why I
Other
love
than
what
rap.
Mick said.
And yo, you supposed to feel like you the best. Like nobody listen to my music, but I honestly stand on it. I feel like I was the best.
Listen, man.
Period. You feel me? In Baltimore, the people I came across, I was humble with it. But I know everybody know. You should feel that way about yourself if you make
Plus
music.
Cole out of all of them, like, listen, even if it got a little crazy, he's the one dude. Nobody gonna want to harm.
Yeah.
Cole.
He's
gonna do
Even if
anything.
it got
Yeah.
everybody else
These
started
guys
getting crazy.
are.
He's a good guy.
They make a lot of money. Nobody's gonna. Now I hear people saying like the cruise is where they saying things may happen.
Oh yeah, it's always somebody behind.
What I'm supposed to do about that? Like I can't control. This is a grown man. He's gonna make actions off of this bars that I threw out.
Still,
What's
though,
gonna happen? J.
Cole is the
if-
one. He's not going to be the one.
I don't know if he has
Maybe
action
somebody
crash
else-
out dummies on his
Nobody-
team like that.
But I'm saying, I don't think even that.
They make too much money. All of them are too big. Like, yo, why, yo? You got a job, bro.
Y'all 35 plus, bro. Like we don't need to do this anymore. Like,
They felt some type of way when your boy Cole. The rain is thunder. The thunder is crying. I'm like,
You know what it's like, yo? Like that would be almost likened to. Nah, it's not really that.
What's
I thought
funny
about it. I
is,
thought that
with all of
I ain't
it,
need
that
to
in the
say
first person shooter, Kendrick just got tired.
That's the
He
thing.
just got tired.
It's
yo.
the words. He's kept saying he was the best.
Kendrick got tired. Yo.
You keep saying you're
And
the
then you
best.
looking up with the other person
And then you
that
gonna.
I don't.
Oh, I'll take it on the chin from you, man. That felt really bad. What?
Yeah.
I hate you now. I don't ever want to listen to that stuff.
I just
yo.
feel like, yo, you should have never let nobody pressure you into making that. Because, like, to me, I heard the other shots, but they all vague. It's just basically saying I'm the nicest. Like, this last disc, it felt out of character. That's why he deleted it. I'm like, yo.
You should have just deleted it. Don't
Like,
say
yo, you
nothing.
seem out of character right now.
You already named it. I might delete this later.
later.
You could just delete it.
If you're doing that, that means you already was on the just don't.
You wasn't it, girl. Just delete it. We
Being
didn't even
No
need that.
card that I might delete it later.
That's the name of the project.
Carl Thomas with it, yo.
I might
Stop being
delete this
emotional.
later. Like, no, you can delete it. You didn't have to tell us that you was sorry, but no.
But
not
Drake
delete.
smoked. Drake verse smoked.
That's what I'm
J.
saying. Let's
Cole
get back
so
to
far.
that.
He only gave
Let's
him
get
like one bar in that song.
Yeah,
But he was barring everybody. Drake basically on his like me versus everybody.
The first
yo.
half,
It has to
I don't care.
The first half of it was cool. It was good. When he got to like the second half of it, he was just going boom, boom.
Shots.
And he was hitting Kendrick the most. And then he was, saying,
As he should.
I got more in the tuck for real. But
Because that's his true
Yo,
target.
you know the sick thing about Hollywood though? Like, how do they know all these nasty, deep secrets about each other?
think,
I
bro.
don't even care.
Dog.
People
it's a small
talk
word, yo.
when they don't make money.
Yeah.
What you think they doing up there? That they have more money. They just talking.
And then they
if I had that type of bread, I don't see me being focused on what nobody
then they
else
be
got
moving
going
in
on.
and
man.
out
But
of
that's different.
circles.
It's just different
One minute they
levels of
halfway
confidence.
cool and they feel cool enough to
Yeah.
do this with one person, cool enough. Then they be messing with a lot of the similar women, so the women be talking. That's how a lot of stuff.
Artists,
happen.
yo, what did Erykah Badu say? Oh, she's sensitive, yo. Like artists, I think overall are sensitive, yo. I
They
think
are,
have
but yo,
a
that
strong-
pillow talking is not cool, yo. Stop, yo. Just have your time with the lady, yo. Don't be trying to investigate her
Be safe
past,
out
yo.
there, man. Don't ask
That's
questions that
nasty.
you don't want answers
Ask
for.
her if she healthy. Then move on. Like, yo, come on, yo.
Find something y'all like.
Yeah,
in
yo,
common that
yo,
y'all
what
can
is you
talk
talking
about.
other people for?
Y'all like
yo?
sports? Talk about the
I
Ravens.
heard you
or
used to
something
talk
like
to
that.
such and such.
Nah, but sometimes
I heard he's not a good person. Sounded like Logan off X-Men.
But you gotta remember this too.
Whoa.
And you gotta also not fall for the bait. We can't sit here in front like sometimes the women just don't be trying to
But
put
sometimes
the battery in the back.
know what
Let
that
me
is
tell
though?
her
I think
this, let me tell her
sometimes
that.
at least
Cause
in
she
that
mad
money
or
era,
whatever,
I don't know
man.
how it is at that level. But I feel like that's
It's
a
just
woman
nastiness
testing you
all
out to
around.
see if you real. Because if you act like you don't know and she know you had an infraction with the person, they gonna be like, he has
That's what
honor.
I'm saying. You can't take
He
the
has
bait,
honor.
yo.
Yeah,
Because this will
that's the
happen,
problem.
potentially. But I don't think that's just the reason. Because I still have my biggest question is, look at the album titles. Why does nobody trust him anymore in the industry, yo? Like, nobody?
He's doing some.
Come
more
on,
research.
man. It's got to be something.
It's
like,
got to be something he's made
He
with
said- yo,
contracts.
bro, he's-
It's got to be money thing.
It is.
yo.
I
It's got to
heard
be
some
contracts.
things I don't really want. I've heard a few things.
Wait,
one of the things
I think it's over the
well,
chicks, bro. I feel
like.
like Drake probably be on some
It's
some
probably
nasty
a
bullshit.
mixture of
That's
that.
always a mixture, but one of the things I heard, this one has kind of been alluded to. I've heard a few times on the low but hasn't caught up a whole lot of traction and some other stuff I heard. But I believe with his deal, his big deal that Drake, remember he had got like a crazy deal and they said it was wild. I think he getting a percentage of a lot of people, if not everybody's stuff that's on.
That's what
Summer's
I was
Way.
thinking. Does he getting percentages off of everybody or something? Or these
I
people
feel like
that are
he might,
disgruntled?
though. Because real talk, I think like Apple Music, yo, he be feeding like in a way like 98%
Percentage
of the
of
people,
Apple
yo.
in the
'Cause
in the
he's just
streamers.
Yeah. But another reason,
You can't. I wouldn't
getting
be
a
mad
piece
at
of
him
that
for that.
pie.
I think it's about the chicks, bro.
nah, Mike.
They mad at
That
him
too,
for
but
that.
money-
If you getting my
money's
money,
sweet,
I'm gonna
though.
be mad
Even
at
if
you.
you're
yo.
getting a
But
1% or half a
you
percent,
getting the money.
everybody,
But see,
that's
I look
crazy.
at
That means you know what I might be making too. Like that's
I
that's
look at it
even
from a
worse. So I don't
different-
like that.
Exactly.
I don't like that you know what I'm
Exactly.
making off my
But you
music.
gotta think,
at
like-
minimum, you know what I'm making off music, Mike.
I hate to say this, but we think you got to look at everybody's lineage. You think he's not going to make financially responsible decisions in business?
That's hilarious.
I don't want to say that.
That's
I'm not
hilarious.
saying
I had a
nothing.
whole other point.
But that's what I was thinking the whole
No,
time.
no.
Everybody acting shocked that he's big is crazy because, like, yo, you know he's been.
Nobody's
told-
acting shocked.
Yeah,
Mike.
like, come on, yo.
That's the
His
thing.
business
No,
acumen is out of this
Yeah,
world.
come
Yo,
on,
that's
yo.
hilarious.
Somebody taught
I'm
him
naming it
things.
business
'Cause I had
acumen.
Somebody
Conversation.
taught him things. You can't be mad at him for that. Like, I'm not mad at the.
Yo, that's hilarious.
I'm not
we
even
can
gonna say
move
it,
past
yeah, 'cause I
that
don't wanna
subject,
get
but that's
canceled.
I'm not even
hilarious.
saying necessarily, but you can be mad at somebody if they get the.
It's like that in every industry.
No, but I'm saying you have the right to be mad. Joe.
Business
Like,
acumen is
No,
the name of
business
this joint,
acumen.
yo. That's
I
hilarious.
got jokes.
Golly, that's so funny.
I'm gonna leave it alone. But yo,
Whoa.
it's so much. That's why I be shocked when
Patreon
people
coming
like
in a
shocked.
few months or something,
Yeah,
yo.
come
We
on,
gotta
yo.
get this
You
Patreon
think he's not gonna
going
make
so we
financially
we
responsible
dig
business
deep.
decisions?
That's a dig deep
Come on,
moment
yo.
right there. Yo. That's funny.
Come on, son.
Anybody get frustrated, Joe, when you feel like there's a giant foot on your neck, and it's not just by one person, it's by a conglomerate of stuff that's beyond anybody's control that they
attacking
can
him,
have.
man.
I'm just being real, like.
With the women mixed. It's just
With
a
the- yeah,
sprinkle.
it's
That's
the-
like
I think
that's like the
that's
salt
why
on
that's
top
why I
of the
said
meat.
more so. I
Pause.
think.
You know what I mean? That's what that is.
Yo.
I ain't gonna repeat what I just said.
Yo, that's
It's
crazy.
documented. It's already documented. We can keep moving past. That's what that is, yo. When you season it.
The ultra seasoning, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. But the Drake's this was hard.
was
Like
good.
it's extremely hard. Like
tough.
yo,
He knows how to make a bop.
He
It
knows how to
wasn't,
make
it wasn't,
that's
it
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
nuclear like they was rumoring.
Yeah.
But I do believe he has another joint in
I
the
think
tuck
he
that's
does.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing it's
But my man
there's
responded.
There's
though,
nukes on
right?
multiple sides, yo.
But Drake is petty. Drake
Everybody
will make
just
a
trying to
whole
see-
album just ultra
everybody just trying to
dissing
see who
people.
throw the nuke out and see if they can withstand it. That's what it sounds like.
It sounded like Ross was okay with it. He's got a good shelter at least in place for him to take a
Let's
nuke. if
let's
he
go
needs to
straight
take a
into
nuke.
that.
Well, Ross is. I listen to your because the whole joint is on YouTube. The champagne. What is it?
Moments.
Champagne
Champagne
moments. I listen because you put me on because I'm like, where is it at? Like I'm looking on like just for an album
Yeah, you
or
thought
a
it was
single.
an actual track.
Yeah, because I wasn't on social media. I was
What
real
he
busy
did
this week.
allegedly, or at least what I heard, it was immediate response to the Drake.
It came out the same
right?
day, and he was mentioning stuff about.
Yeah. He was
But they
going
also-
in.
I know he was.
he
He was
also-
taking the shots that may get you canceled.
Well, I know he also.
Nigga said, "White boy." I was like,
he was going crazy
like
on my
canceled.
boy. Jeez.
Nah, yo, he was. Let's just say this.
The dialogue at the end is
Rizzo, one of my
is
favorites,
it for
yo.
me, yo.
Crazy.
That is so
Rizzo,
funny.
He sounded very confident. On
Said,
the
fix
track.
your nose so you ain't have your daddy nose.
Oh, he was wilding. You know the old heads gonna love that too, cause he stayed in that like, yo, anybody from like the 35 and older
Hell
crew is
yeah.
gonna be like, this
I'm
the
there.
greatest diss track
I'm
of ever.
there, yo. I like the Ross track.
No,
yo.
Ross
I
was
liked it
hard.
a lot.
It was
yo.
hard, yo. I
Yeah,
looked at like
Ross
5
was
times
hard.
on the way over.
He was
here, yo. I'm not gonna
disrespectful.
hold you, yo.
I did too. I put it on repeat when I did my workout. Then Zay was like, yo, try tapping into the Ross diss. I played
Zay
it the
might
whole
have talked
time.
about this before on previous podcasts, but a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot of people, but he doesn't get the credit he needs to as far as his lyricism. Ross is nice,
nice,
yo.
yo.
Ross has been nice,
That's one of
yo.
my
Like, that's
favorites, yo.
somebody
Ross
that
is
people
And
don't
he's
talk
rap
about.
with everybody.
I don't hear that
like,
in the
he
lyric
he was one of the
conversations.
only big dudes back then when Drake and them started really popping that have really rap with the underground dudes too and like have a hard feature on everybody album.
And also, we was talking about prior to the pod, like about a whole nother artist that has nothing to do with any of this. But unless we find out something later, but Ross's beat selection,
Yeah.
yo, he
Yeah.
knows.
They
He
I
knows
think people
when he
forget about
songwriting.
that summer when that they come Big Meech.
Nobody forgot about
Larry Hoover.
He
You
dropped
remember
like
we used to
3
go
joints
out,
that
yo.
summer.
That
was
summer
Lex
was
Luger.
crazy.
Lex Luger, I looked up his story too. That's wild.
That was like
No,
what was that?
Teflon Don era.
2013?
Lex
Luger's
Luger's-
was crazy.
What was
You
that?
need to watch
2013,
his-
2012?
It might have been
Somewhere
somewhere
around
around
there.
that.
It was
somewhere
early, bro, because we was still at the bar every night type situation.
remember.
So it was
He
early.
was
That-
slapping. He dropped like 2 songs that sound exactly the same, yo. But
Bro, and then used to
no,
get
they
the
were back to
party
back, too.
crazy.
Slaps.
Yeah, both of the
Both
songs
They
of
would
them.
get
back
the
on
party
album.
crazy. You'd be like, yo, cut that Ross on, yo.
Nah, he had my man.
Cut that Ross on, yo.
there. I'm scarred. I have tattooed.
The tattoo
chains
tear of
and
joy,
blood.
that was fire.
Almost made me tear. when
I
was
ran. I
rapping
used to
that.
run. That was one of the ones I used to run back OD in college, yo. When I was in my
Man,
undergrad,
that was
yo,
2010,
trying to
man,
figure it out,
young.
yo.
It was 2010.
A young mustache.
Yeah,
Because it was around the time Kanye had dropped.
that was
My
later
People
years
Got
of
Twisted
college. I was
Fantasy.
in like my junior
So
year
it
or
was,
something
it
like
was
that.
people was dropping smokers at that time.
Yeah.
It's literally a couple of the best hip hop albums of the last 20 years came out around that time.
Bro, he was wild. Ross is nice.
Ross-
so it was great to hear him rapping like that.
Yeah,
And
good job,
still
Ross.
No, he's
targeting
But good
one
job, Drake,
guy,
too.
yo. He ain't playing.
He said.
But whose this was harder though to y'all?
Who's this? I don't know.
Let's
I
keep
like them
going with
both.
it. We got anything else
I
on
want-
the
I
Ross?
No,
want-
I want to stay in the whole
Ross.
rant
Yeah,
in
let's
this
keep
whole
going.
lane.
Let's keep
yeah.
going with the Ross. And then
All
we
right,
can do
Ross
that.
was funny because he said what he said. You got the doc pull. Well, he said pull up the Dockers or something like that with no underwear on under it. And I thought it was funny because I was like, is that something white people really be doing? And you know what made me question that? I watched Roadhouse, of course, over the years.
Yeah.
In Roadhouse, yo, even when I was young, I was like, yo, Patrick Swayze had like they showed the scene where I think he was with Shorty. He just pulled the jeans off. He had like no underwear. I was like, I was so confused as a young kid. I was like,
Commando style in
what's
the
going
jeans
on here?
is insanity.
I was like, yo, the friction not gonna be. I was confused.
You should not move that way.
I was thinking
yo.
immediately at that time.
Yo,
this
that's
what made,
nuts.
This what made
Niggas
me
is
question
crazy.
it because his OG, remember the OG
I mean, people
in
are
the film
crazy.
that kind of was like
Yeah.
the cooler before him that he learned from.
Mm-hmm.
Something had happened with him, and I think he was like he did something, and he had no drugs under the pause. I mean, but this is in the movie. It's like.
Crazy.
And I was like, wait a minute, is this as a younger person? I was like, is this the thing of white dudes? Is this what they doing? I was
Because that's not in our community.
It got
That's
so
not
bad with our community. We was wearing basketball shorts with drawers on
That's why
under
I
our
was like, yo,
shorts.
Ross,
So I don't
like that in
understand
our
that at all.
That's all like Ross man funny. Yo.
No, the funniest joint was where he said he got his body done. And that's why you wearing these funny fits on stage.
concerts.
And then I start looking.
Yeah.
You got the tight form fit joints for the joints. Like when you get your body done, you're supposed to keep wearing form fit so it stay in shape. Oh my God, that's
But,
funny, yo.
See, the sick part
That's
to me,
hysterical.
that shows a lack of mental dexterity. Because, like, you got a basketball court in your house. You should be able to keep it in shape.
Nah, you
could
can't,
pay a
bro. You gotta
trainer.
get it done. You got
You
the
could pay
abs
somebody
done.
to
You got the
give you a diet and all
Got
that.
the nose down because pops, yo. You don't want that
Ross-
big nose no
what
more.
makes that diss tough?
Damn it.
Crazy.
know
But he
what's-
got money like that.
You know what's gonna make that diss tough? Drake has alluded to it, and other people have alluded to it. Drake has kind of expressed, like, even when he wrote that long joint to Joe Budden, people know the things that trigger him.
Yeah, it's
Like
clear.
the plastic
It's
stuff.
clear now.
Ross kept calling him white boy on purpose.
Yeah, he was going in.
On purpose. That
On
wasn't
the dialogue,
That wasn't just a
he
joke.
said that at least 10
yes,
times.
That's
that
because you
was
gotta
on-
think. You gotta think though. Like I'm Kendrick, right? I'm really from outside.
Calm.
When I was outside, you was on Degrassi. Like, bro, stop playing with me, yo. Like, I would call him like, yo, stop playing with
You
me,
remember
yo.
that infamous tuna
What are you
fish
talking about,
video,
yo?
when he was talking about the tuna
Yeah,
sandwich?
he was
that
mad.
exists online, yo.
His lunch sandwiches was cut diagonally, yo.
No, he was mad because moms ain't bring home the tuna sandwich that he wanted. You remember that?
Yo.
That's an incredible video that people should just look up. Drake tuna sandwich. It's
Bro, an
incredible.
actor, the greatest actor of all time.
Also, Ross was like, you want to hang around with the boys when you had, I mean, you trying to be cool. Like,
He was
boy,
called
I was
the
just
stay,
saying,
the stay scheming time.
yeah, he said
that was what he was talking about.
that
He
line was
around.
on stay scheming. I predicted our future. Yo, but like he was talking about how like what he said. He was like
I didn't
basically
keep that.
he said you didn't get into a fight back in school. You got with the people to pick your battles. That's why he be talking about. I don't want to say certain things, but the people he be surrounded by. Ross, yo.
He was going crazy.
What makes the diss even tougher, and I know it's more personal, and I know it's going to affect, even if Drake comes back with a harder diss towards him, it's going to feel away because he put it at the end. Drake, this is why I was surprised that it happened. Drake always, like, it was always to understand that Drake, like, really, like, kind of looked up to Ross, yo.
Yeah.
And they were mad close.
And he played
And Ross, no, that's why
being
he
petty
sound-
paying the clip with him like, yeah, I
that's why
really
he
like
sounded
Rick Ross.
confident. He sounded
That's
very
what he was
confident
talking
on the
about.
track
Yeah.
because it's like I'm big bro. I don't care
Yeah.
what you saying you doing with all this other stuff.
And
I'm
he
Ross,
was hot when that Lil Wayne putting Drake on type situation was really going on when they had all of them. Cause you remember they had the whole conglomerate back then with what was the guy named Gutta Gutta and all them dudes like yo when they had like the joint album
Young
together
Money.
and then Drake started finally.
That's a Young Money team.
Young Money.
Lil
They had
Twist
Nicki
and all them, Mac Main, all
Yeah.
that.
Ross said, I mean not Ross.
Dang, what happened to him?
Drake said
They still doing
Drake
that
and
thing.
Drake's diss was talking about how basically he was saying like Ross your big hits or whatever what you didn't get him charting until I was on it, which I'm not I don't think that's necessary. That isn't necessarily true, but I kind of get where he's trying to go. But OG style, he flipped it and was like, yo, yeah, I mean, you was on them tracks because for like social and just the look, it was a good look for you, yo, hanging with the boys, yo, like that. So Ross was very confident on the diss track
Damn.
Because he knows the dark secrets,
yeah,
bro.
they both killed their joints though.
That's what I wanted to
I
get
don't
to.
know, man.
Overall, who y'all think had the
You
best
think you
diss?
I like them
saying
both,
including the Kendrick one or out of those?
We
two?
gonna say
Kendrick
so
one
so
was
right
like
now
a-
we gonna say Kendrick, J. Cole's deleted track, Rick Ross, and then Drake.
I don't know. I kind of got like a tie between
That's between
because I
Ross
respect
and
Drake
to
shooting
me.
at everybody on the track, but I like Ross big bro track. I like them both.
Yeah.
So the Kendrick
I think that's just the older man in me,
Yeah.
yo. Like I enjoy that.
one was deleted,
Y'all
and the
gonna-
other one was like a
Yeah, so we
jab
got to
rap.
take J. Cole out of it because he literally
Even Kendrick
deleted
though.
it.
Kendrick Joint was a. I guess you could put him on the plane, but Kendrick Joint was like a let's start the
feel like-
walls to crumble.
Yeah.
No,
it wasn't
Kendrick
like he was
joint
going
was
smack.
like where I just was like just throwing a little slap
Yeah.
at you, but it was
Financially,
shots.
right now though, the Kendrick joint.
It
is
was
the one.
shots, yo. Like he was really going
y'all
in.
gonna be
like
shocked with my take.
You like the Drake?
I think Drake went a
I'm not
little
surprised,
crazy,
yeah.
bro.
I'm
Like
saying-
when I
I'm
heard
saying
that,
like-
as much
You
as
saying
I'd
go
be like,
crazy.
yo,
I just
Drake
like the
be-
Ross more.
Yeah, I
Yo,
like-
Drake
yeah.
smoked that
They
joint.
both-
I was
yeah.
like, yo, he really wilding.
You heard
He
it in our
trying to
breakdowns,
wild out
though.
and
Like,
rap.
we was
Yeah,
going
like,
crazy on all
he
of them.
wilding, yo. He's really and he
Drake-
knows the dark
Drake
secrets.
was a response. Ross was a response. Kendrick was more of a. It was a response to others, but it was more of a let's get it started.
Yeah,
That's
just
why I
throwing
kinda
the light
separate that
jabs
one.
where
Yeah.
I'm tired of the subtle.
Ross and
Let's throw some
Drake was
light
throwing
jabs.
Ross and
haymakers
Drake
though.
is-
Like
Ross and
they was
Drake
fighting
is
like
really,
Eastside
though,
Cruz.
They on the same. Those are on the same round to me.
Okay.
To me personally, that's
So
how.
we just say those two then.
Yeah.
You gotta
And
pick from
Cole
those two.
and Kendrick. To
But
me
Ross's
on the
joint was
same-
fire
I
too.
see.
That's how I
saying.
look at it. I
So it's
separate
kind of
those.
separated.
And not to cop a plea, like Ross's joint was very impressive. I was highly impressed this morning. I'm
was
like,
great.
oh yeah, he really wilding right now.
And you could tell it wasn't even mixed. I think they
Yeah.
just
No, it
took that
wasn't.
and
Yeah.
just threw it out. That's hard.
It sounded like the
Yeah.
tracks I throw on SoundCloud.
he
Yo. I'm like, yo,
That's
he
hard.
okay, yo.
He halfway not stomped, but he's kind of stepped on his Drake's what's the name, yo, because it came out in less than 24 hours, and you already got people doing all the memes. We've seen a couple of the memes and stuff already, yo. Like people now, it's not just Drake just shot everybody. Let's run this up right now. It's like Rizzo then came in there, and we talking about it all at the point. So it's like I said, as long as this stuff stays hip hop. What's
What's the point? Yo, y'all rich. Yeah, let it stay hip hop.
Nah,
Be the
too
best artist, yo.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, but I just don't want no messiness to get involved. But
Yeah.
be messy on the songs, bro. Like,
They haven't
no mess
said
anywhere
anything.
else.
I haven't said
Somebody
anything
gonna
like
aim.
But they all know every people.
Somebody gonna aim
That's
Like
the
Rick
thing.
Ross from
They do say
outside.
that. Yeah, they say that
Kendrick
people
from outside.
the camps.
Who's
the
gonna
camps
shoot?
is the
Who's gonna
issue.
shoot really low? It's a matter of time, yo. It's a matter of
See, but that's another playback to the lineage, yo. You better not play with us, yo. They had the feds come out on you quick, yo. You better chill.
Hey, yo,
Y'all
chill.
better chill in
Hey,
certain lineages. I'm just saying.
That's hilarious.
I'm just saying.
You keep testing
The
the,
business
waters, and it's
acumen
funny,
is-
yo. But
is
we just
dangerous
it's
out
the
here,
business acumen, bro. That is,
Can't mess with people with the business acumen. Yo.
Yeah, yo, like, yo, for real. The whole CIA just come out. Get away from Drake's. And matter of fact, it'd be like a big sentinel that come down and
Damn, yo,
just
the
disintegrate
Sentinel is
everybody.
crazy, yo.
Damn.
yo, the Sentinel is wild. We can bring that actually into this joint.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Look
We
at
still
that.
got-
Look
that
at
was
the-
great.
Look at the chemistry.
That was great.
yo.
Wild,
I like that.
Chemistry
traumatic
is amazing.
episode. And shout out Trap John with the hat, because that looked like what Gambit could produce as far as his power, yo.
My boy, yo.
Oh,
Let's
man,
talk about
yo.
this episode a little bit. We don't want to get. Do you?
I gotta spoil it because this is gonna be real clickbait because this got the whole community in the uproar and it shook up. Zay, I'm sorry.
It's
I
all-
wanted to give you.
yeah, I
I
say
should have
that
gave you the
time.
warning
I
2
really
days
wanted to.
earlier, but
You still gonna like it.
Last
I
week,
am.
Last week I brought up how the last episode of Invincible was like, yo,
Crazy.
this is crazy.
Links some address.
This is right up there with it. Like this is right up there with it. X-Men 97 episode 5, and I hated episode 4. I'm gonna be honest. I like the first 3. I love the first 3. Well, out of the level it can be at now,
I liked all of
it. Was my least favorite. It
This is
wasn't
how the
trash though, and I
episodes
got the
would go.
playbacks to the 90s.
But these are how the episodes would go. And I don't want to step on what you're saying, but these are how they weren't always the
Yeah, it
most,
wasn't. You're right.
like ridiculous episode every episode.
You're right.
It's just some fillers.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah, and if you
And it was a quality filler.
quality
like don't.
filler.
I'm not saying it's a
Solid.
trash
Jubilee's
episode. Cartoon wise, it
Jones.
just wasn't
Dope.
as good as
it's
everything
hard to
else.
write, yo. Like,
Yeah,
a lot of-
sometimes you gonna
That's-
have some.
That's
some
why I wish you
duds.
saw it, cause like they really writing now, Zay.
Nah, this
They really
episode
writing,
was
yo.
crazy.
Like this one might, if depending on if you watched the show in the '90s and really loved it, it could possibly pull a tear out you. You feel me? Like it's that real, yo. And it's gritty. It's to the point.
Talk about it.
It's
yo.
grandiose.
I'm catching- talk
So
about it.
we got Gambit. Everybody knows that's seen it. Gambit showed his heroism in this one.
Yeah, but don't go straight to that. Let's talk about the Dirty Mac of Wolverine in this episode.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
where we need to start because that was towards the beginning of the episode.
So Cyclops and Jean are having marital problems because they found out the Jean that he was with was a clone and she was away being Phoenix and came back type situation. So Logan just sliding in there, throwing his Dirty Mac stuff in there. Yeah, Jean. Nobody knows what you've really been through.
Catches her in the water, right?
Your
She
true
out
power.
there.
Because she was trying to get
Hiding.
her go back and get back reacclimated because she was like, are these my memories or is it the clone's memories?
Yeah.
Type stuff. Because she had been gone for a long time at this point, and they had a clone come in that Mr. Sinister made. And yeah, I mean, and it's going like that way. And just Wolverine, everything about him was Dirty Mac.
I don't know, man, because he pushed back on this one.
He did, but he felt
You know what I
bad.
mean?
He felt
'Cause this
bad because
was-
Scott Summers lost his son, bro.
Original Jean, right? This is
Yes.
OG Jean. That's the one that he's talking with. And, you know, she pulls him in, kisses that man.
Yeah.
Logan ain't do that.
Yeah.
That was her on that one right there.
So she was choosing.
So he pushed back and said, no.
I
you're-
said somebody
not
said they saw
not this ugly mug. You know, he said that. Yeah, he was Dirty Mac
The
crazy.
person
But
you were Sing wasn't me.
Listen, man, Wolverine was outside.
Yo,
bro.
and then Cyclops was getting emotional.
That's
he
the
clapped
thing.
at the humans in this one. You know, Cyclops was always the
Reserved.
Let's be peaceful guy when they be in front of the news. He straight said it. The only reason you humans are alive is because we're not like you. I was like, oh man, they getting the smoke now.
They're getting under his skin because he got a lot of things going on emotionally. He lost his son.
Lost his son.
Lost his wife that he was with
He
that
thought
had
his
a
wife
son.
was his wife,
So-
and then it wasn't his wife, and his old wife came
The OG
back.
come back, and I don't know how I feel about you because I don't know.
Yeah.
I love both y'all. I
He
thought
got two
I
wives
thought
that's
it was
the
you the
same
whole
woman
time.
from different.
You might as well keep.
My man Cyclops going through it in the mentals,
yo,
man.
Cyclops been through a lot, yo.
Can he keep?
Damn it.
Nah,
He trying to.
That's a real question.
He tried.
The crazy part was when he got caught up, because him and Jean used to only connect telepathically.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And then he was having telepathic interactions with the other Jean. Now Jean mad at him. You feel me? Because
OG
he
Jean.
basically telepathically cheating. But he telepathically cheated with his old wife
Yo, it's too much.
from the
yo.
generation that he's from.
It's
and
a
she was
tangled
gone
web,
for
yo.
years,
It's a tangled web of
It's a
love.
tangled web of love. But getting out of that tangled web of love, I want to get into another tangled web of love with everybody loving Rogue. So you got we all know Gambit love Rogue.
Yeah, that's been.
And we know Magneto love
Known to
Rogue
me.
now. And I want to say something about Gambit's character. He kept it as real as you can in that situation. First off, Zay, she chose Magneto over him. He didn't get mad. He didn't lash out and have a dirty Mac moment. He was like, basically, if that's what you want,
That's my guy.
go ahead and, do
guy.
that. You feel me? Then she gets confused because he kept it so player. You feel me? Like,
too
yo,
player for her.
he
It was
kept
too
it
much.
too player for us, eh?
It's
Like, yo, he
Gambit,
kept it
yo.
player, yo.
Gambit went
Like, he
crazy
like,
on the
yo, if you love
bars.
him, like, yo, for real, he could touch you. Yeah, I mean, I can't really do that without you hurting me. Like, go be happy, yo.
You know, it's the,
I mean,
it's the dirty scoundrel in him, yo.
Yeah.
That she loves, yo. That's
Yeah.
what it is, yo. The dirty scoundrel.
cruddy dude,
of
yo.
honor,
He from around the way.
Yeah, yo.
He from around the way in New Orleans.
But he got mad honor, yo. He's
Yeah,
got
he was
so much
finessing
honor.
people on the card table before he got to Xavier and them.
Yeah.
And wasn't he tied in with that group? Remember the council? Like, what it had like the one guy. I'm trying to think.
Let's keep going with this episode.
All right, yeah, but yeah, with this episode, so long story long, Cable pops back up. If you would have watched the 2 episodes ago, you would have found out Cyclops and not Jean Grey, but Jean Grey that was the clone, had a baby, and that was Cable. Because Mr. Sinister put some kind of weird disease on the baby, and Bishop had to come take the baby and take it to the future so they could cure the baby, and it came back as Cable. So Cable is Scott Summers and what's her name again?
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey's son.
Yeah.
No, it was the clone of Jean Grey. Is there?
That's Jean Grey. That's still Jean Grey. It's just
They
a
call her
clone.
something else though.
Clone Gray, yo.
Clone Grey is what we gonna call it on
Clone
here. They
Grey.
do call her
Clone
something
Grey.
else.
The real fans, go ahead in the comments and tell us, man. But
Man, we all real fans, man. I've been watching it.
yeah,
You're not gonna
But
know
I'm saying
everything
all the
off
comment
top of your
fans.
head. I hate when people get
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the comments. Let it ride.
We was all right.
Correct
We
us if
watching
you
the
want.
original show
We
and
was
I-
watching.
Yeah, we was,
I was at the
and we were
comedy
there when it
store,
happened.
like-
Literally,
we were there when it happened.
Saturday morning,
Yeah.
we had to watch
And
that, bro.
so all right, Cable comes back. Cable comes back and has a telepathic connection with Jean Grey because that's his mom's, and she did some kind of telepathic thing before he had to go with Bishop to the future. He connects with his mom's. It's almost like I can't remember which X-Men movie that was, but he's trying to prevent a big Sentinel coming back and like destroying Genosha. Genosha is the mutant country, basically, that they established at the end of X-Men. And Magneto, Rogue, Gambit, Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler was there. They said that
All
was
of
the
them was
OG
outside,
actor
Zay.
voice too. That was actually the guy that played.
they still got the original Nightcrawler, and they go in, they trying to fight this Sentinel. And what was it, like a ball or something? When
Yeah, so they get to the island. They trying to do the diplomacy thing and set up a council between and add Genosha to the UN. So they want to have Magneto as the chancellor. Magneto decides the only way I'm gonna let you do that is if they allow Rogue to be his quote unquote queen. So she agrees to it. They go to a ball later that day to kind of announce things, and it goes crazy. Cable shows up. Cable is trying to tell his mom, I'm sorry. Like, you need to get everybody out of here. He's trying to get everybody out of the way. But nobody's listening because they don't know what the heck is going on. Yeah. So he disappears, gets pulled back in time. So it must be some kind of time pull thing that he going through.
I think in that one Days of Future Past, it was like a time limit that they could do it before they get stuck.
They pull him back. He says sorry to his mom, and she's like, what you sorry for? And you just see a big explosion. Yeah, and then this gigantic 3-headed sentinel comes out of this, and it's just attacking everything with these green beams.
It was like Days of Future Past.
I mean,
I gotta watch that again.
Mike said this, and I don't remember seeing it a lot. There was a lot of blood in this episode, bro. Yo. Mutants bled. A lot of people died.
My man, yo.
They alluded to they died. They didn't really say much in this episode, but you just see all of the carnage that happened from this explosion. But in the midst of it, you get Gambit, Nightcrawler, all them, they get into their X-Men bag, start saving people, trying to save as many people as possible. Magneto even on that side because he just trying to save everybody on the island of Genosha. Right. He getting into his bag, they flying around. It look like Dragon Ball Z almost, yo. Like some of the visuals bro. On here. I was tripping when he had the magnetic electro cloud around him flying around. Nah, hard.
And he was so strong, he could still do other stuff. Right, he had the electromagnetic field around him.
Nightcrawler with the save.
He's an Omega level mutant.
Nightcrawler saved them before they get blasted. That sends my man into a rage a little bit. At one point he is whipping the Sentinels with a train that looks OD, yo. It looks kind of like he got a whip. And he whipped it on somebody. It's crazy.
Like The Rock when he was
it's crazy.
Yo, definitely The Rock.
It was a guy that did that commentary that you retweeted on Twitter. That was hilarious. He was like, I don't know how our ancestors feel about that, but okay. And he kept going, yo. That was hilarious. But continuing on, finally, the Sentinel is like damn near indestructible. They can't figure out how to beat this thing, yo.
And it could tell your power level from just looking at you, because you know it's different level to a mutant versus like Omega.
So wasn't they able to do that before?
They were. Okay, they were. Okay. So this has it, but it has the 3 heads. So like if you destroy one of the heads, the other 2 heads is still there. Pause. And then they finally bog down Magneto. He's got basically a ray dedicated on him, and he's just basically holding on, just looking at everybody. It's a sentimental scene.
This is spirit bomb?
This is the green beam. He just trying to block it.
Because Magneto was trying to save everybody in this scenario. Because Magneto, low-key,
he had all of the mutants kind of like hanging on.
All the mutants would have died. You feel me? Because these was like weak mutants
from that blast.
Yeah, that blast. So he like, I'm trying to protect everybody. Protected Rogue and Gambit on some. Both of them different players.
Before we get to that part, I forgot. Rogue and Gambit was fighting too. They did a little combo scene where Gambit, I ain't know Gambit was cold like
Gambit
that.
Cold as hell.
Gambit is cold, yo. Gambit had the motorcycle.
This Gambit seen in any cartoon.
Gambit had the motorcycle while Rogue was flying. Yeah, my man on the motorcycle, charge up the motorcycle with the purple blast beams that he got, throw it into one, throw a card that he had, hit the other one with the neck, chop the head off. He killing Sentinels. They got the regular Sentinels too. The regular Sentinels is running down. They killing them, eating, walking them down. Finally, it just becomes too much. And they all get knocked down. They looking, like you said, Magneto is holding everybody back because he know he about to die. Or at least it looks like he died.
Yeah, alluded to it. So we lost.
It looks like he essentially
We basically think Magneto died in this. He's going to have to come back in some kind of.
You don't see anything.
No, I'm talking about because they saw the Omega level threat. He could have flew away. He chose to save him this time because he was like, this is my last honor I could give to Charles. You feel me? Because it was a human that killed Charles Xavier. And Charles, he like, yo, I'm going to try to really do the X-Men thing like how he would have wanted it and use my powers for good.
So at that point, Rogue gets upset because she just sees her, essentially her husband die right there. Yeah. So she's wilding. She's going in. And what happens
Rogue
to her?
went through some real trauma. So Rogue finally breaks out. She's fighting against the mutant.
The big Sentinel.
Yeah, and then the Sentinel, my bad. And then Gambit sees like, yo, you gonna die, yo.
Yeah,
you fighting out of emotion now. So Gambit manned up.
Oh, that's when he used the motorcycle. Yeah. My bad. He didn't use the motorcycle there. Yo. What Gambit saw.
Gambit got emotional and
she got rage mode. She got rage mode. She was just gonna fly in and probably get killed, like you said. So he was like, all right, bet. Charged up the motorcycle, threw it at her to knock her out the way. So she couldn't get into the battle. Yes. And then he rode in.
Yeah.
He was about to get him and then get stabbed.
Got stabbed and right here, bro.
But it's connected and it's like, to the Sentinel.
Yeah, and it's holding him up. So now he like almost.
We sad
it sound
right
bad
now.
To say
I'm
dying
sad
on-
right now. You gonna get sad at this part.
You gonna be mad.
You gonna be sad.
Blood
But then
coming out, everything.
But then he say, "Yo, I'm Gambit, son. I'm Gambit, yo. Remember that name." And he charged
all the way
and
up.
blew the Sentinel completely
the
up.
Sentinel
Yo, I
all the
was
way
like,
up.
"Oh my God, this is it. This
But-
is one of them episodes right here. This is like childhood unlocked almost. Yo, this is
childhood
crazy.
greatness, yo.
I never seen anything like
And,
that.
but the bad part was.
That essentially was a sacrifice.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
was
a
a
suicide
sacrifice.
bomb.
He died. You feel
Half
me?
his
'Cause
body
he
was
did really
charred
did get
off.
stabbed.
Yo. He looked
through,
bad.
He got stabbed through the liver, through like his body, and it was metal through him. He grabbed it at the end before he died, charged the whole thing up, and blew it up like how you would do a card.
So he went out like Majin Vegeta?
Essentially,
Yes.
on some sacrifice.
Yes.
That's the only way he could stop that thing.
Yes.
He had to sacrifice to stop it because you got to realize like the other mutants like Wolverine and all them didn't go on this voyage. This was just
Yeah, they
supposed
was
to be
somewhere else.
like a UN meeting between the mutants to set up them joining the council, and then they attack, and now it's on. If Magneto is still alive, he is done, yo. It's retribution time, yo. It's nothing else that can be done, yo. I gotta kill everybody.
And you know,
There's no way that I can do this now. I tried to do it his way, and they blew my whole island up.
yeah.
No, we gotta kill everybody.
And they say this is going to kind of lead into the Wolverine and Deadpool because you already know they brought the TVA in from the commercials with the Wolverine Deadpool. We already got the different universes.
Somebody said the Watcher was in this episode too, in the clouds.
They said he was. I didn't see the emblem. I didn't see it, but
gotta go back
it
and
looked like it when they went back to on Ultimate.
When you
Universe.
watching and they showing the sky at night, just look to see if you see a face in the clouds.
Yo, every time, I feel like the Watcher the whole time be like, yo, y'all crazy.
Yeah, he just be watching. It's like his TV. You know what I mean? He just
Like,
go.
y'all
I'm gonna go
look
check out
crazy.
episode 122 of Earth. Let me see what's going down.
A slight sidebar. when I can't think. Golly, what's the joint that found him, yo, in the What Ifs? One of my favorite people. Oh my gosh! In What If, when he found the Watcher.
Oh, Ultron.
Yeah, when Ultron found him, that's still one of the hardest joints out of all the Marvel joints that have.
Ultron recognized, yo, that was crazy.
And the Watcher was like, whoa, 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 whoa! Like,
Did he just recognize me?
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was
crazy,
hard.
yeah.
Then he came up there. He just
They're
was
gonna be in
flying
different
around.
universes now, though, for sure. Because I watched another nerd thing. They say they think Captain America is gonna be in the next like 1 to 2 episodes. Because remember, he was in the old one with Wolverine and stuff for like a little cameo, and they say it's going to directly tie into Deadpool. Because remember, I was telling Zay because he said he hadn't seen Deadpool 2 in a while.
I did not see that.
But that one had Cable and everything.
Yeah, I remember.
You know, and he came from the future to the past to
Yeah,
help
I
him.
knew
with
I
the
believe
mission
it
and
was.
stop,
Wasn't
like,
it Thanos that played Cable in that?
Yes. Brolin.
The guy Brolin. He
Brolin,
played
yeah.
Cable in that.
He getting mad checks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
oh
he
yeah,
was
because he was
getting
Sony
mad
and
checks.
them like the Marvel
Exactly.
Disney.
He did both sides.
Yeah,
He
mad
just
checks.
Thanos was a good one, yo. I think he
My man
made a
said,
good
"My
decision with
speed
that.
of
yo.
money." Yeah.
But he tied himself in
yeah.
infinitely now. He can be Thanos or he can be Cable.
It's crazy though, because the original Thanos was a black guy, yo.
Yeah.
And then they switched him out for him. But that wasn't always the Thanos. What's crazy is the Thanos that was the black dude that popped. I forgot which movie it popped up. I ain't even gonna go into.
I
it,
know
but
what you're talking about. That
He
was
looked
the
He
more
showed
like
him briefly.
He looked more.
Maurice
like,
was the only person that knew
Was
who
it
he
the-
was.
that was the first Avengers.
It might have been the first.
I think
Avengers.
so,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say. I think it might have been the first.
Because you
Avengers.
see
He
his
was like-
face just a little
He
side.
was like, I
half
guess
of his
I'll do
face.
it myself
Yeah.
or whatever. But he looked. That version looked more like the Thanos that we all knew before that. Now the other one was kind of pinkish. What's the name? But they both was tough.
Yeah.
They both was tough. But the brother lost his job.
Yeah, the dialogue was crazy though. Thanos was throwing bars out there. I rewatch Endgame from time to time just to
Thanos-
watch
Bro,
that last
know which
scene.
one I got from Mom and Dad's crib? I forgot we bought the Blu-ray of it, Infinity War. I
Where did
watched
that
that.
bring
I'm
you?
like, yo, that's actually that Infinity War was the
That's my favorite
the
one.
best 2 ones together.
That was
yo.
crazy,
Because Infinity
bro.
War was just getting worse and worse, yo. And then it was like, how are we gonna figure this out?
You
yo?
see Spider-Man die, yo. That was it was cold.
I'm
There's a
not
lot that
I'm
happened.
not feeling too good.
Yo,
I almost. I was
oh, you
like,
see him go blipped. He got blipped. Not
They
died.
tried to
Yeah.
choke me up, yo. They tried to choke me up with that.
That
scene,
hurt
yo.
me,
He was
bro.
giving. He was giving him the hug.
It was even
and-
worse when my man Iron Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said I'm inevitable, and then my man said I'm Iron Man.
I honestly.
Yeah.
feel
That scene was
That
sad,
Endgame
yo.
was crazy.
I feel
But
like-
Infinity War was the perfect lead up to that.
To me,
Yeah.
Infinity Wars out of those three, from beginning to end, was the best one. To me, the first and last one, the endings were fire.
True.
Not that the beginnings were bad.
There's
They
a lot
were
of filler
cool.
in there.
It's just
There's a
they
lot
were
of stuff.
upper
Like
level.
remember like the last fight scene in New York.
Yeah.
At the end, it was like 30 minutes, but that was hard.
Yeah, to fly the nuke bomb.
All the stuff before that was just leading up to it, and I thought it was cool, but like nah, yo, like that last probably quarter of the movie was crazy. Yo.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. But that Infinity War was different, yo.
Yeah, it was
Because they
great.
kicked. Of course, we don't want to go back into.
No, Endgame was crazy too. Because I remember Endgame was the first movie I was in when everybody came back at that last scene.
That
Everybody know
last
what Tony
scene.
Stark.
It's the last part.
It's something
Bro,
It had good
different.
stuff in between.
The
but last
theater
part.
started
That
screaming
last
like we was
part
at an O's game and Gunner hit a home run, yo, at a packed Saturday.
When Captain America grabbed it, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we got the hammer, yo.
No,
everybody
you know what
went
made me
crazy.
mad though?
that was
on
the only phony, but
on the rewatch.
Nah, but that's how the
scene.
comic was.
On the
though.
rewatch, I was
because he had
mad
the pure heart, I guess.
because they had our boy that we hate. What's my
Anthony
man?
Mackie.
Anthony Mackie was the one that you hear him first. That's the first voice you hear to know everybody back. Cap. We're coming in from the right. Yo, it's like, yo, no, not Anthony Mackie, yo. You
Hit
could have
you with a
chose
smile
any
like
character. I ain't want to hear his voice,
Suspicious
yo.
smirk, yo.
But then the circles open up and you get Black Panther and then every
Yeah.
hero you could think of. Like it was beautiful, yo. That was a
it was
beautiful
good.
sight.
But Infinity War started off.
Yeah,
yo, he
and it was like,
crushing
yo, this
throats
might be
as
the
soon
first
as
time they lose.
Thanos had the hands
Yeah,
too
this might be the
on
first
the
time
heart.
they lose.
No,
Yeah,
when he
like,
put the
he was
hands on the
bullying
heart, that was
everybody.
OD. I was
He
like, oh,
bullying
Thanos is
everybody.
cold, yo.
And he just kept getting the Infinity Stones, yo. I'm like, yo, he not
He was
stopping.
relentless, yo. But
And
that
then,
was
and my bad. Then the speech from your man's. I can't remember. I keep forgetting his name. Then he be having
Maul.
his hands together. Yo.
Something Maul. Isn't it something Maul?
Some probably. I think this might be somewhere.
I
Actually.
can't remember the lab. The first
He would
one,
just
but I know
give
you're
the
talking
very,
about. He's
very-
got like the psychic
Yeah,
powers.
yeah, the very stoic, smooth little speech, yo. Basically letting you know you messed up.
Yeah.
You know you messed up, right?
Nah, we definitely was blessed, but when you get a chance, tap into X-Men 97.
Got to. Killing
And
it. Can't
Gambit,
wait.
yo, we appreciate you, yo. You cleaned up a lot about your past. Because it was funny, one of the deep dives I was watching, they said Gambit was like the nasty, like overly aggressive, trying to press down on the chick. Because you
Johnny
remember,
Bravo.
yeah, they like basically, he was the ladies' man, but Shorty wasn't really feeling him like that.
Which
And
is
it's like,
aggression. He was
now
persistent.
he kept it real by the book, yo. Like how you should, yo.
He used a
Follow
lot of
Gambit's
coercion.
guidelines, yo, if you don't win in a scenario when you like a chick, bro.
Yeah, man. But I think that was good. That was a
Yeah.
good breakdown.
We gotta say rest in peace to Big Reese.
Absolutely.
See
Keep
y'all next
tapping
time.
in.